Alright, what is up, everybody? It's been like a year since I've made one of these videos. I'm not quite sure, but today I was thinking about something. I thought, you know what? I need to make a video of this. I need to make a video so everybody else. I mean, I don't know where I was going with that, so everybody can watch it. This is just another one of those little life lessons, I guess you can say. And none of this is scripted like any of my videos. I mean, it's just what pops into my head and where I go with things. Because if you script yourself, you're kind of limited to that script. If you want to add things, it's kind of hard to do that. You know what I mean? But without a script, you can ramble on and 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 on. And on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And on. So, where I'm going to go with this is actually something different, and this really has to do with the decisions you make in life, the decisions you want to take in life, and the path you want to take when it comes to a job or school or whatever you decide to do, even if you just want to start straight into the military or whatever. First off, there's that ground point. And I've been trying to make, and I think I've made my ground point in my life. That's that point where you realize what you want to do, where you're going to have to go to get to it. And that point for me was actually starting in retail. Because I want to, go into business and become an accountant and everything. That's where I wanted to start, retail. And and you just go from there. Once you set that ground point, then you start working your way up to where you want to be. And even if it has to deal with working and then ending up going to college. So I can tell you right now, college is not in my cards right now. And even though I want to, it's a little bit hard. So you gotta be able to just adjust that a little bit. Don't have it so skin tight. And I know there's places that you don't want to work or you don't want to go, and I understand that. I believe if you don't want, if you have a certain type of job in mind, go for that type of job. Don't settle for anything less. I mean, say you want to become, if you want to do like I did, retail, and you don't want to deal with food or become a waitress or working down at McDonald's or whatever have you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with those jobs at all. It's just that's where you don't want to start. That's fine. Or where you want to work because you just don't think there's the money, or you don't think that's where you belong. That's fine. Start where you want to go. Start where you want to start. Leave your footprints and your and start your trail. Once you start hacking down one limb, the entire tree will eventually fall. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta make, I guess that's not the best analogy I can come up with, but it's something. It's something. I mean, you kind of get my drift. Once you start somewhere, eventually it all comes together. But just think about this. Just don't. If other people are going to try and tell you how to live your life, other people are going to tell you how to do things, don't do that. I mean, yeah, you can listen to them, maybe take a few pointers, take some information from it, but don't let them control your life. Do what you want to do, and not whatever, God knows what somebody says. Oh, you're working retail. Well, you shouldn't be working, blah, 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 I mean, I'm being told how to kind of control my life a little bit, and I'm not liking that very much, and every time that subject gets brought up, it's always an argument. Because I don't want my life to be controlled by someone else. I want it to be the way I run it, I mean, I'm 19. I'm engaged and looking for a house and trying to find a new job because my old one just let me go. And I'm trying to find another job in retail. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has a path. But it's really only up to you how it's made. Have fun with it, guys. I mean, really. Yes, you only go around once. You only live once. This is our only life. Unless you believe in reincarnation, then that's a completely different story. And blah, da, 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 da. That goes into a whole different section that I'm not ready to get into just yet. But, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it is very, very interesting how things are in life when you just say, alright, this is what I want to do. Now, where do I have to go to get to that place in life? And where do I have to go to be that type of person I want to be? Well, if you haven't decided on that point, or you haven't got to that point, now's a good time to start thinking about that. I mean, yeah, you got your entire life ahead of you. Just because you got a point in your life on what you want to do doesn't mean you can't have fun along the way. I'm not trying to control your guys' life. I'm just telling you from what I'm learning and what I've learned so far in my life what to do. When I was 16, I worked at a movie theater. Why? Because it was a summer job. I needed money. And I didn't want to work at a fast food restaurant or any other type of restaurant because I don't feel like I'm cut out for that type of thing. That's just not how I want to do it. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with those jobs. It just wasn't me. And then my parents I went to go see a movie. I think it was, it had something to do with like Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and stuff. I can't remember what it was. Guardians of something, I believe it was. But then there was a help wanted sign on the desk. I put in an application. Great, I mean, it gave me a start. It gave me a little bit of cash, but then, month and 10 days later, it closes down. So, I finished up high school and got a new job. I would now work for a sporting event and trying to find a new job in retail. I mean, things just take those twists and turns that aren't expected. So, I mean, you gotta be ready for them, but they're gonna hit you. I mean, and some are gonna hit you harder than others. But don't worry about those. Just take them and just learn from them to become that person you want to be, to get where you want to be. I've made my screw-ups. I'm sure you guys have too. That's why we learn from them. And even if we make the same screw-up over and over and over and over and over, and over and over and over again, it just makes us, I guess, it doesn't make us idiots. It just means we haven't learned yet. Or we have learned and we just don't care anymore. That's the way I see it. Means you got a path to make. Means you got a path to take. And that path we take will, lead us to where we need to go with things. Sorry, hold up. Oh well. I don't make these videos for nothing, guys. I do them because I enjoy them. It gives me time to rant and kind of, I guess, teach. Because that's one thing I've always wanted to be, a teacher. Is I told myself, I wanted to go do business, accounting, whatever, and then become a teacher. So, I think through these videos I made my steps. I mean, not psychology, but, business teacher, or may have a little psychology in there. I don't know. But that's what I want to do with my life. That's my point. What do you guys want to do with yours? Well, I guess that's all I'm going to say for this video. And remember, guys, enjoy your life while you can. And, just plan it out so it's a lot easier for you when the time comes. Or at least just set an end point for yourself. Where you want to be. What you want to do. What type of person literally do you want to become? That's all I got for you guys today. See you in the next one.